Hey guys. So had a lot go on today. I gotta take my tummy stuff. I got food that was apparently contaminated. So yeah. I have similar symptoms to severe food poisoning right now. So all of the tummy meds right now. Anyway, hi Grim. How are you? For the last 3 hours, I have been sick as hell. It's not been fun. And I'm going to say that if I wasn't on the steroids that the doctor gave me, I would probably be in bed right now. You're doing okay? Good. Oh my goodness. It's been rough. Like I literally just 5 minutes ago stopped being completely fucked up. I'm pretty sure whenever they made my soba today, something else got in it. Because I've been sick as hell. Like way sick. So I'm going to say that it was cooked with something else. It was supposed to just be vegetables. But apparently there was something else in it. Because like my stomach started hurting and cramping like 15 minutes into eating. And I was just like, oh, well, maybe it's just, like residual grease and stuff. Nah, I got sick as fuck. Like sick as fuck. And I'm still fucking sick. Like I was worried about coming to stream. Yes. I'm pretty sure it touched something because I've been sick as hell. So there will probably be moments in stream where I have to leave to puke my guts up or shit my brains out. So yeah. I've taken so many tummy meds. But yeah. It was delicious. Maybe that's why it was so delicious, because it's death. That's what I get for craving pizza today. I've craved pizza all day, and then you send me that picture of pizza. Ugh. I would say that's exactly what happened, Grim. Because I only get that sick whenever I actually consume red meat or something else that makes me severely sick. Like, it's been bad. Like, I almost blacked out. That's how bad it is. So whenever I eat something like red meat or something that I'm not supposed to eat like that fucks me way up. It's like severe food poisoning, like so far to the fucking point that it feels like your body's starting to shut down. That's what my body fucking does. I get lightheaded, like I'm gonna black out. I break out in cold sweats. I burn the fuck up, like it's bad. Yes. Well, I tell them that I'm allergic to red meat. Like I tell everyone I'm allergic to red meat, but I think a lot of people don't think of it as, oh, I'm just touching it. They won't be consuming it. It's just me. You know what I mean? They think that, oh, well, just touching it isn't bad, but it fucking is. Somebody like me that can literally die from that shit, it's bad. Yeah. Yeah. So It's also why I don't eat out often, but I've been like so swamped with school stuff and with trying to get everything on track and with prepping to get everything done before this new medication that I'm going to be starting. Like, I have so much to fit in along with my schedule already. And, I've been eating out more. I've had soba like 2 or 3 times recently. So the other times it was fine. I didn't have an issue with it. But somebody did something wrong and fucked me over. So unfortunately, I won't be able to eat there for a while. And now I can't finish all of the food that I have in the refrigerator that I bought. I'll have to let my kids eat it or something because I can't eat it. But I'm super grateful that I am on the steroids that I'm on right now so that I have a little bit of energy and I'm not a fucking slug in the bed. Because usually whenever I get food poisoning that bad, I'm in fucking bed. That's like whenever I stream from bed, that's why. It's because I am really fucking sick. But I do have an awesome table now. Can you see it? Can you see my table? My desk for the bed? Yeah, Grim. Listen, I've been craving pizza all day. That's why when you sent it, I almost went to the pizza shop and bought me a pizza. And I was like, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't make myself sick. And then I end up getting that soba that's cross contaminated and end up getting sick anyway. I'm like, I should have just ate the damn pizza. Fuck. I should have just ate the damn pizza. So let me move my chair. This is my TV because I watch TV in bed late at night. If I had time, I don't always have time. Usually I don't, but I leave it here just in case I do have time. Right. So this is my desk for my bed. It has my laptop on it and my school stuff because if I'm not feeling well, I can work from bed, which is amazing. Because, whenever you have food issues like I have, you don't ever know if your shit's going to be cross contaminated. Even stuff that you like buy out of the grocery store that's supposed to be organic, it's not. It has chemicals on it. And I will tell you how I found out the hard way from a personal experience that shit has fucking chemicals all over it. So I went to the store and I bought some stuff for me to eat. I try to eat pretty healthy, considering I tried to eat healthy before I got extremely sick. But so I bought a cucumber, right? I washed the cucumber and it was like just a rinse off, it wasn't like in depth, like scrubbing the bitch. Excuse me. So I washed the cucumber. I sliced it up with the peel still on it and I ate it. And then for 3 days, I was violently ill. So that taught me, hey, you can't eat the veggies unless you wash them properly. So yeah. Since then, I literally wash everything. But it doesn't do any good if it's all contaminated. Yeah, that's exactly right, Grim. That's exactly right. So they can upcharge. It's so fucking dumb. I guess I can go announce shit now. I know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsomer. I was listening to that earlier because, like, um, what was I doing? I was sick in the bathroom and I was looking through Facebook for something, and I was like, I'm just gonna scroll through Facebook because I mean, what else am I gonna fucking do? I've been here for an hour, so I was scrolling through Facebook and music came on. It had like there was a suggestion for some music. I can't remember what music video. But anyway, I got off on music and you guys know how I get lost in music and shit. Well, I'm scrolling through and here's a video of Russ, so of course I'm watching it. It's handsomer. And I was like, I'm gonna share that shit because I fucking love it. So yeah. Well, it's definitely not the worst that I have been sick. So I'm just gonna have to just make sure I cook. That's literally it. I mean, it's not other people's responsibility to cater to my fucking food issues. I mean, if you tell somebody that you're allergic to something, it should be one of those things that they put a priority on. But obviously, them not having any kind of food issues, they don't understand that shit. So cross contamination ends up happening, unfortunately. So I'm just gonna have to um, cook more, use my crock pot more and shit, like I always do. Here recently, I've just not been because I haven't had time for it. But I'm gonna have to make it a priority. So whenever I have somebody buy me fucking breakfast or lunch or dinner or whatever, they're just gonna buy me fresh produce that I can make on my own. And whenever I'm fucking huge and I can afford a fucking chef, I'm going to have my own personal chef because I need one. Yeah, that's right, Grim. Ooh. What kind of do you do like vegetables and stuff? Do you add seasonings or do you just use like natural flavor stuff? Like what do you put in yours? I do like a shit ton of different stuff with crock pot foods. So I tend to stay to fresh produce and meats and seasonings. I don't use like that packet shit. I've never used that packet shit. Like packaged things that you're supposed to put in it for like people use it for seasoning or gravy or just what the fuck ever. I don't ever use that packaged shit. But I like the more natural taste. I don't like artificial shit, which I guess that's why certain things it wasn't so hard for me to cut out of my diet anyway. Like canned food and shit. I can't eat that because the preservative bullshits. Yeah. See, I never really use that stuff. And I'm gonna tell you, anything Campbell's that comes in a can makes me sick. So I'm gonna assume that makes me sick too. Potatoes and carrots. Oh, I love potatoes and carrots. One of my favorite things with potatoes and carrots used to be beef roast and pork. I would take beef and pork, both, put them in a crock pot. I would do all of my seasonings, spices and stuff. That would consist of my meat tenderizer, my salt, my pepper. Um, there was something else. There was something else, but I forgot. It's been so fucking long since I got to make it because I can't eat it. I still make stuff for my kids because they can't eat that shit, but what the fuck was it? Anyway, that, and I will let it cook. I always let mine cook for at least 12-ish hours before I put anything in it. Typically, I like to do 24 hours. So I like to put it in my crock pot I like to let it cook throughout the night and then cook into the next day. And oh my goodness, you talking about a fucking tease, fucking cock tease in the morning when you wake up and that shit's smelling all good. And then after that, whenever my meat is super tender, falling apart, I put my potatoes and my carrots and my celery and I think that's it. Yeah. Carrots, celery, potatoes. Yeah. And then I wait a couple hours and then they're cooked thoroughly, but they still got a little crunch to them. Oh my goodness. It's so fucking good, Grim. Hi, Elvis. Yes, Grim, it is so much better to use beef stock or chicken stock than it is to use water because of all the goodness and flavors and it's so good. So good. So tasty. Oh yeah, you got me talking about food again. See, here I am sick as fuck on food. I just went into a fucking food coma um and almost died and I'm still talking about food because, Hi guys. I am on Twitch chilling. No games tonight. Just chilling. Come talk to me. You know you want to. Hi guys. I am on Twitch chilling. No games tonight. Just chilling. Come talk to me. You know you want to. Hi guys. I am on Twitch chilling. Yeah. Well, depending on how long I let it cook, sometimes I use water. And the type of meat, depending on meat, but yeah. I know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsomer. Have you guys heard that? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to play it for you. Hold on, let me put on here that I am live. 1 second, guys. One of my friends is having some issue and they're at the hospital. You haven't? Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. Hold on. I'll just Google it. Or YouTube it. Yeah, let's YouTube it. Okay. Since we're streaming on YouTube. I'm only going to let you listen to a portion of it because copyright bullshit, you know? Hold on, it's doing a fucking ad. Almost. Let's skip to the good part. Okay.
Level with me. Scale of like 1 to 10. How well did that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. I know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsomer. Walk around smelling like a come up in the answer for her problems, but I'm not him. I don't mind it though. You don't like me how you think you do. I like it though. I know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsomer. Walk around smelling like a come up in the answer for her problems, but I'm not him. I don't mind it though. You don't like me how you think you do. I like it though. I know I'm fine. I won't lie, that extra point don't hurt, but I guess money, baby. I just rather spend yours first. I know for sure the pussy worth more than an Hermes purse. I got the best on earth, should I dig, better come with some perks. Yeah, you fine, and the money caught my eye too. But there's a big difference between you and my side dude. You be all up in between them guys, he's who I like to. You get my titties in your face, he's getting side boob. Yeah, I know I'm fine. Hey, yeah, I'm at that party you sent me to. I think I found him. Been the answer for her problems, but I'm not him. I don't mind it though. You don't like me how you think you do. I like it though. I know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsome. Walk around smelling like a come up in the answer for her problems, but I'm not him. I don't mind it though. You don't like me how you think you do. I like it though. I know I'm fine. The possibility of paper got her trying to tell me I should date her. She just trying to play me. I just play it cool, then I play.
It's good shit. It's been stuck in my head. I'm just walking around the house. Money make me handsomer. It's good shit. It's good shit. Whoo. Now I gotta reply to some emails. Why were you told you were handsome? You know why I was told? Are you saying somebody told you? You know why I was told I was handsome? 3 people is a threesome? What? What? Maybe my brain's not working right now, but I don't understand. 2 people is a twosome. My friend just asked me if I use a Canon camera. Why? Oh, guys, I'm doing this really cool giveaway to be nice and because I need some padding for my portfolio for things that aren't explicit. So I'm doing a giveaway to a couple for a boudoir photo or boudoir session. Oh my goodness, my brain isn't working. A boudoir session. And I announced it a couple days ago. I think I may have selected my couple, and I'm really looking forward to it, so I can like kind of pad my portfolio a little more. But yeah, it's gonna be very fucking awesome, especially to get to work with some civvies that aren't like uptight assholes. That's gonna be really nice. And then also, like they're an everyday couple. They're not like this super like high maintenance, like ridiculous, over the top. You know what I mean? They're not your consistent models that are always making sure every fucking hair is where it's supposed to be for camera lighting, and you know what I mean? Like it's an ordinary couple. And that's kind of what I wanted to bring to that portion of my portfolio, a boudoir set that is more natural, more I guess untainted by society's expectations. Just normal people. You know what I mean? Normal people. And I'm going to be pretty excited about it. So, it's like they getting the hella hookup though. It's literally a $700 fucking photo session that I'm literally just giving out. So, but it's going to be awesome. Because I know these people wouldn't, they are lower class. They wouldn't be able to afford professional photography. And that's another reason why I do giveaways like that too. From time to time, I do giveaways, and I let people have my time under certain conditions, as it's just like my give back kind of, I guess. Because, well, I came from fucking nothing, and I know that whenever I was younger, there's no way I would have been able to afford a photo session. You know what I mean? There's no way I would have been able to have somebody professionally do my shit. And I guess it's just my kind of give back. I'll do like once or twice a year, I'll do a giveaway on my photography page, and it'll be like odd and end stuff. Like one time I did a dad and me for dad and son. One time I did a Halloween giveaway. Once I did a mommy and me giveaway. I did a Christmas theme giveaway session. Over the years, I've done several, but I try to do one or two a year, maybe. And it's just, I guess it's just my give back to people I know wouldn't be able to afford a session any other way. I did senior session giveaway, and yeah. Anyway, yeah, I know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsomer. What is
A
this?
common comment that I see in a lot of my videos is that I must have a lot of patience, and I totally get where this is coming from, but it's actually the opposite. I am a very anxious person, but this art form makes me kind of slow down. I have to slow down to place all these tiny dots. I have to slow down and wait for paint to dry so I can hold the stone
Look
to
at
place
this.
the dots on the side. So this art form is kind of like my therapy. A common comment that I see in a lot of my videos is
There
that
is
I must have a
no
lot of
fucking
patience,
way.
and I totally get where this is coming from, but it's actually the opposite.
I would have to try so hard.
But this art form makes me kind of slow down. I have to slow down to place all these tiny dots. I have to slow down and wait for paint to dry so I can hold the stone to place the dots on the side. So this art form is kind of like my therapy.
Like
A common
shit.
comment that I see in a lot.
You know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsomer. It's gonna be stuck in my head all fucking night. I know, Grim. I know. I would have to try super hard. What? What the fuck is going on here? There's just like a guy laying on the ground and some chick's like fake dancing on him and moving him like a fucking mannequin. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand.
Jocelyn, be careful. There's a sharp curve coming up. Hold on to the water. Jocelyn, be careful.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
Jocelyn, be careful. There's a sharp curve coming up. Hold on to the water. Jocelyn, be careful. There's a sharp curve coming up. Hold on to the water.
What the fuck?
Jocelyn, be careful. There's a sharp curve coming up.
Oh my goodness. That is ridiculous.
How long have you guys been doing this? 2 years. 2 years, Jordan? Yeah, no. Some new hair, you look like Ronald McDonald. You guys are so stupid.
Oh my goodness. This guy's pretending to cheat on his bitch, and there's somebody in the bed that has like a wig on, and yeah.
How long have you guys been doing this? 2 years. 2 years, Jordan? Some new hair, you look like Ronald McDonald.
And it ends up being one of his fucking bros. Like, what the hell? Why do people gotta be so fucking ridiculous like that? See, I would never pretend to cheat on my significant other. Bum, 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 bum. I'm sure you have patience for other things though, Grim. Like maybe not that. Maybe not that, but okay, let me go tell Twitter that I'm live, and then I'll be done with my notifications for fucking. It's taking me what 20 fucking minutes to tell everybody that I'm live because I keep getting fucking. It's my brain, okay? My ADHD is going crazy, but it's also like sluggish and shit because of the fucking food, and it's just like, ooh, up squirrel, ooh, up what fuck candy, pizza, brownies. Okay. Twitter. Let's go. Let's go. I did it. Now I'm waiting for it to load. I don't know why Twitter's been fucking slow today. Yeah, well, I would say he deserved it, Grim. Like, whenever you're, like, pretending to cheat on your significant other, I don't care if it's fucking male or female doing that shit. It's not fucking cool because subconsciously that implants shit in their fucking head. And that creates a barrier within the relationship, and I'm not fucking okay with that. Like, but I'm like poly anyway. So like just be fucking straight up with me. If you want to date somebody, just be fucking straight up with me. I was cheated on way too many times. Let me tell you, I literally never had a mate prior to 5 years ago. Yeah. That didn't cheat on me or lie to me. Most of them did both. They cheated and lied. So I have zero tolerance for that bullshit, even the fake cheating, because I was cheated and lied to so fucking much. It don't matter how pretty or how smart you are, motherfucker, you gonna get cheated on If it's a cheating bitch, they're gonna fucking cheat. It don't matter. Don't matter how much money you got. Don't matter how intelligent you are. Don't matter how fucking pretty you are, how hot you are. None of that matters, because a cheating bastard is a cheating bastard. You're an adorable hermit. You're an adorable hermit. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Hi, Eddie. How are you? What have you been doing? How's your day been? Grim, are you feeling 100% better? Oh my goodness, let me show you the fucking horse pills for my infection medicine. Okay, so I got 2 types of steroids that I'm on, but I have these semi-giant ass pills. Now I've had bigger infection pills before, but I mean, look at this horse pill. Oh, that's a giant pill. Like, I've had the like amoxicillin that are like 2 times this size, but I mean, shit. You would think by now it could be like smaller. Good. I'm glad. Oh, so I had a huge discussion with the doctor whenever I went in, because they were like, I don't know how you're hearing, and maybe that's why I talk a little louder. Maybe that's why I talk a little louder too. So I was talking and debating with the doctor about sinus infections. We were talking about how so many people think that congestion, just like minor congestion, is a sinus infection. And I'm talking to her, and I'm just like, yeah, like, people don't understand that whenever you have a sinus infection and you have like fluid built up and shit, like, your shit fucking hurts. Like, my face hurts. You can't touch it. Like, sitting my glasses on my face feels like there's 100-pound fucking weight, and it just aches and hurts and makes me so nauseous. And she's like, well, you're one of the few people that know this because you actually get sinus infections. I was like, yeah, I got a sinus disease. Yeah, Grim. Well, most people don't understand that. Most people don't understand that. My thing is, my shit doesn't drain. So, even whenever I have a severe sinus infection, it just clogs the fuck up. There's no drainage at all. And my ears do the same thing. So, yeah, I have to have lots of steroids. I gotta have infection medication, and I have to flush it. But you can't see what color my fucking shit is because it's all fucking. Yeah. So, what kind of sinus surgery did you have? And was it for something like sinustis? I'm curious. Because well, I was talking to my doctor, my specialist, and the surgery where you have to have that shit broken up, my doctor suggested for me to have it every single year because my shit stays so bad, and I'm just like, yeah, I can't do that. I'm not trying to have my face fucked with. Yeah. Well, they wanted me to have surgery every year. And I'm like, I'm not trying to have my face fucked with every year. Like, at this point, I'm almost willing to, just because, like, the recovery time is annoying though. Like, it's not really the pain, it's how long it takes. That's just annoying to me. But I mean, to be fair, a lot of shit is annoying to me. I'm not a patient person. So, uh, um, I I was thinking about, well, for the past. Okay. So I've been thinking about multiple surgeries, but my biggest thing is the fucking heal the healing process for all the bullshit. My brain is like darting right now. I'm trying to grasp it, put it back in there. Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm not excited with having my face drilled on every year. So it's not a hard limit. I'm not saying it's a hard limit because I would definitely do it if I had to, which is why at some point I feel like I'm going to have to. But yeah. Anyway, the heal time is what gets me. It gets so annoying. I have to, Grim. That's why I get kind of hesitant, you know? So I talked to several professionals about it. Excuse me. Some of them say, oh, yeah, it works really good. Like, it's probably the best thing I ever did. And then other people, especially this one doctor I talked to about at the emergency room, she was telling me that she had the procedure and it wasn't 8 months later that she started like feeling the buildup again and starting feeling the pressure again. And it didn't get like extremely bad like it did before until years later, but it was like a slow buildup again. And yeah. But I mean, I would do it if I had to. Shit. And it's coming to points in my life where I feel like I'm gonna have to do it. But I don't want to like do it every single year unless I'm forced to. Maybe every 2 years or so. Yeah. It's just so annoying. But also, my health has gradually gotten a little better. So I'm super proud of that. My effort and all of the research that I've been doing on my own to try to cope with my issues has definitely helped a lot. Because I literally have to go in and tell the doctors what I need. I do this extensive research, go in and tell them what I need. And if I don't do that, then they're just kind of like, oh, I don't know what to do with my hands. So, yeah. I do all the research, I take it into them, and then tell them what they need to do. And I even had one doctor argue with me, and they told me, well, if this doesn't help you, when you come back, I will apologize and then give you the medicine that you wanted. We'll look at a different approach. So I was like, what the fuck? You're just saying this shit as some kind of fucking power play because you think you're smarter than me. I do my research. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So what happens? What happens? I'll tell you what happens. In 30 days, I went back, told them the issues I was having and what the medication did for me. And they were like, oh, well, it looks like we need to try this medication. Oh, it looks like you suggested this. Oh, it looks like it helps. Like, yeah, motherfucker. I knew what I was talking about to begin with. Like, listen to me. Anyway. But I ended up getting the medicine that I needed, even though it was like a month later, because, you know, people are fucking stupid. Like, they think that just because you don't have the same knowledge from the same place as them, that your knowledge is somehow inferior. And I'm going to tell you, I'm a smart individual. I know that I don't have like a degree from fucking med school, but I do extensive research on my issues because I have issues. Yeah. Well, I'm glad, Grim. I'm glad. Because everybody is kind of a little different, but the majority of the stuff that I heard did have people at least feeling better over time. So I'm super glad that it was that for you too. Hi, everybody else that's not talking to me. I'm just streaming for Grim tonight. Because nobody else is talking to me. What the fuck? I pull up my Twitter and this person shared a nude gif of Lola Bunny. So you like scroll over it and it literally looks like Lola the bunny, you know, Lola the bunny, Bug's girlfriend, whatever. Nude sitting on your face. Cool. Me too. Well, I didn't have severe issues, but I had like a sinus infection once a year. And then it just got worse as I got older. I know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsomer. Oh, yeah, I got to do a giveaway. I forgot about that. I had a giveaway for Twitter. Giveaway time. We got to select somebody random that's retweeted. Hold on, I got to check all my shit. Because. Bum, 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 bum. That's weird, Grim. The reason I say that is because usually people have more issues before they're taken out. And then after it kind of clears up. So it's kind of weird that yours was reversed. That sounds like my shit. My shit does that. Okay. Giveaway time. Giveaway time. Let me find the post. Where did it go? It disappeared. Where are you? Well, Twitter's refreshing shit, apparently. Okay. Random. Okay, we're just gonna do a point. I'm gonna randomly point to somebody this time. Yeah, that's fucking crazy, Grim. Well, I'm gonna have to pick somebody else because it was you, Grim. You won, but you already have my VIP. And this was a paid subscription for my sample page. So you don't want to downgrade. And you're getting a great deal on VIP anyway. So, okay, let's try this again. New winner, new winner, new winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, I can't look at it because then that's technically cheating, right? Okay. Scroll, mix it up, scroll and mix it up. Okay. Lost and confused. Not safe for work. All right. Not safe for work, buddy-o. You won. Let me get your shit. S-H-A. S-H-A-D. Ah, fuck. I gotta have the whole at. Let's go back. It's so fucking dumb how you can't tag people unless you fucking know their entire at or follow them. So I gotta literally write this down because it's spelled super fucking weird. Okay. You're gonna get more, Grim, because I like you. That's what I do for people I like. People that are good to me, that have a complete appreciation for me. Okay, let me make sure I spelled this right. Doop, 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 doop. Okay. D. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay. You don't message me in DM, you don't fucking get it. You don't fucking get it. Lou! Hi, Lou. How are you? Are you feeling any better? You're not lucky, Grim, because luck has nothing to do with the effort you put forth. You worked for it. So be proud of that. Where you been, Lou? Have you been resting? Good. I'm glad. You need to rest. You need to feel better. I miss having you on stream. I actually got home like 3 or 4 hours ago, and I was gonna do an early stream and do some planting stuff because I was feeling extra energy and extra green witchy today, and I need to move some plants into some new pots and soil, and then I got sick from food, so yeah, I didn't get to do that. But I'm here, chilling, even though I'm wearing jammies and being lazy. I'm still here, so you needed it, Lou. That's how your body heals. And I'm going to tell you that I am one of those people, I'm anti sleep. I don't like sleep. I find it to be so unproductive, but your body needs it. So be good to yourself. Ah, so itchy. My nose is so itchy. I know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsomer. You didn't have any crazy dreams? Maybe it's because you had all of the craziness the night before. Aw, I'm glad, Lou. I'm glad you did. Did I post? I didn't even post on Instagram that I'm live. Oh my goodness.
Hi guys. Ugh. I am on Twitch chilling. No games tonight. Just hi guys. I am on.
Not on Twitter, on Twitch. Yeah. I definitely feel like it was one of those dreams where what the fuck is this? What the hell? Is this a giant pie? Hold on. Let me see what it is and then I'll show you. Oh, fuck. What the hell? Fucking... That looks like a giant-ass pie, don't it? Look at that shit. Fucking pot pie. Fucking crazy ass. What the hell? Okay. Now I posted on Instagram. Because apparently I left it out. You know. Well, it was the little pan that was on a table that was on fire, Grim. Lou, I do the same thing when I get sick. I try so hard to keep up with the plants, but I'm going to tell you, whenever I'm sick, they don't get as much attention. Now, even the plants inside the house get less attention, even though they're just right, scattered out in the house. But I mean, whenever you feel like shit, you don't feel like putting forth that effort. You know what I mean? It's rough. I do have one plant that I literally have to water her every fucking day. She is the thirstiest motherfucking bitch I've ever seen in my life. And it doesn't matter how much I water her, I will come back. Okay, so I will put water in the water reservoir in the bottom. I will fill it completely full, right? Completely full. And then I will come back in like 2-3 hours, bone fucking dry. She's like, "Oh, thanks for that small drink." And then the next day, she's already getting fucking droopy. Like, she's the thirstiest bitch I ever seen in my life. A giant pumpkin pie. Oh my goodness. I would love that, Grim. I love pumpkin pie. Do they eat it, or is it just like to look at? Is it just for like some kind of world record thing? You know I'm fine. What the fuck? Nah, get out of here, bitch. Oh my goodness. Fuck you, motherfucker. Aww. So it's for the animals. Now I'm disappointed. Every time I see some kind of giant ass fucking food, I want to eat it. Have you seen like where people do like what is it? The Guinness Book of World Records for like giant ass fucking food. There was this giant fucking pizza, and I'm gonna tell you, I just wanted it to be my pizza bed. I wanted to go fucking wallow in it and eat it, and just I wanted that giant pizza. I wanted it so much. I probably don't need to eat the pie or the pizza. How I got what name? My name? Like my... Wait, are you talking about like my civvy name or like my chosen name for photography and oh my goodness, Grim. It makes me so fucking... Well, you know how I am with pizza. You know how I am with pizza. That's my name, Lou. Name and story. That's where it comes from. A name and a story. So, I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Okay, so. Oh, let me check my Snapchat and make sure my shit went through. My kid's biological literally just messaged me, and he was supposed to message me yesterday. Anyway, we won't talk about that. Oh, I didn't see. Elvis, are you still here? I didn't have my stuff up, so I didn't know you redeemed a stretch. But we can do it now if you're still here. Are you still here? Thanks, Rhino, for the follow. Thanks, P.O. Trick. I'm just going to call you Rick, okay? Because I don't know how to pronounce that shit. Rick, thanks for the follow. Okay, so back to my name, right? That's what we were talking about. Back to my name. It's literally my name, Lou. So, oh, I got my new medicine for my psoriasis bullshit. And I'm pretty excited about it because the only pharmacy that had it was in Lexington, and they mailed it to me so I didn't have to travel out there. It was super awesome. Anyway, name Lou. My brain has been crazy. I know you're just now joining, but my brain's doing its jumping to everything like all the time. So I'm kind of like, So yeah, you gotta go with the flow right now. So my name, my married name, I kept it. So, whenever I married the biological father to my children, I took his last name, common tradition, whatever. So I took his last name, and his last name happened to be Frost. So my name changed to Frost. Well, over the years, that relationship was extremely toxic, terrible for my physical, mental, emotional health. It was probably one of the worst things that I ever did with my time or my life. I endured a lot in that relationship because I wanted my kids to have everything, literally everything. And I was extremely selfish. So I stayed in the relationship to try to heal this person that didn't want to be healed because I wanted my kids to have their biological. I didn't want to have a broken home. So I fought for many, many years thinking if I love him enough for both of us and I put in everything I have and then some, one day he will reciprocate. One day he will grow and be the person that I know he's capable of being because I see it in him. I have this thing where I can see hearts. So it's one of my biggest flaws. I can see the good in people, and it makes me want to try to grow and nurture that goodness because I'm a gardener. So anyway, um after I'm with him for how many years was I with him before I started? Okay, so I started modeling whenever I was 21. So I came out as a pro dom, not in the closet anymore, as self help to try to help other people, let them know that you can be different, you can be yourself, and um, it doesn't matter how kind of out there you are, you can still find ways to love yourself, still, be better for you. Like, you don't have to fit somebody's agenda or be fit into this fucking box to, I guess, have a decent life. You can come out to society, and if they don't like it, then fuck them. So I came out as a pro dom and with my BDSM lifestyle when I was 21. So by this time, I had been married to him for several years. I actually got married. The first time I was married was August the 11th of 2009. And I poured my heart and soul into this individual, trying to help them be better. Now, he was a switch, very submissive, but he had issues with his submissive side. So he overcompensated by using abuse and neglect and alcohol and drugs and everything else because he wasn't happy with himself. Traditional bullshit made him feel like he had to be like the macho man, what the fuck ever. So he always had this issue mentally that he struggled with. It was always a fucking battle. So anyway, um all that bullshit. He was actually the person that I gave the opportunity to um grow no matter what happened, like for us as a couple. I wanted him to just be better, right? So he was actually the first person that I fully submitted to. I was trying to let him understand that you can love yourself and people can love you for who you are. So he was the first and only person that I ever completely submitted to. And I can tell you it was the worst experience of my life. Like, the worst experience of my life. Like, at one point in my life, I didn't want to live anymore. It was very bad. I'm writing a book about it. You can read it one day, Lou, because I know you want the details. And I'm just going to tell you there are far too many for me to explain it, especially like this. Anyway, it was a terrible experience for many, many years. I literally ended up spending, I spent 10 years total with him. 10 years of my life. So at 21, I came out publicly as Mrs. Frostbitten. And it came from frost name, bitten from experiences. So I seen myself as many, many things. The biggest thing I seen myself as was a lesson I could help other people understand that you don't have to stay in a relationship with a narcissist because you love them. So my name holds a giant ass life story. And it's real. It's completely true to who I am. And after I came out as Mrs. Frostbitten, I was 21. I came out as Mrs. Frostbitten, and a couple years after that, I dropped Mrs. And that's when I became Queen Frostbitten. So I rebranded to Queen. And I'm going to tell you, I had a lot of issues whenever I was choosing what I wanted for. Okay, let me explain why I had some issues. So I don't know if you know this, Lou, but I'm non binary. So I have a problem with solely like fitting into a box. Now I do like being called ma'am. I do like being called many other things, but to solely be considered her or a woman is kind of not really, I guess, difficult. It just makes me not feel myself. So whenever I was choosing what I wanted my name to be after I dropped Mrs., I had a hard time with choosing between Queen and King. And then at the same time, I had been abused by males my entire life. So I was a bit of a man hater for a while. And there was a time where I thought every male on the earth was completely inferior. They didn't deserve my time. They didn't deserve my fucking breath. They didn't deserve any fucking thing from me. They did not deserve me to piss on them if they were on fucking fire. Because I had just been used and abused by so many males my entire life, especially with the traditional bullshit in Kentucky. Women aren't allowed to do this. Women aren't allowed to do that. Women's place are in the kitchen. Like stupid bullshit like that. So I had a really hard time deciding with what I wanted my name to be after I dropped Mrs. because I don't really consider myself in just like a queen role. Like I don't like being limited. I don't like limit whenever it comes to my expansion or me relaying how I feel about something or who I am. I don't like fucking limits. So it was kind of hard for me to choose between king or queen because I don't feel like I fit in either category completely. You know what I mean? So I couldn't find a neutral term that fit better. But I deserve a fucking crown that I earned. So after thinking about it for a very, very long time, I came out as queen. So yeah, that was whenever I was 23. It might have been 24. I was 23 or 24 at one. But anyway, and after I divorced the biological father of my children, I kept my name because I'm one of those people. My mistakes teach me. I always learn from my mistakes. So I don't see my past as something that I'm scared of or need to run away from because it made me the motherfucker I am. So I wear my shit proudly. So I still go by my married name. Of course, I have multiple last names, but I still go by my married name. So my kids, of course, carry that name, and I'm having their names changed. I don't know if I told you guys about that. Anyway, yeah. So once bitten, twice shy. So it all goes to it's literally my name and my life. And you could be frostbitten and still live. So you can always find a will to live. You know what I mean? So it's just a play on words with my life, Lou. Like I wasn't one day, oh, this sounds like a cool name, or oh, well, this person's my idol, or oh, well, this looks like I could be a cold-hearted bitch. Nah, motherfucker, I'm literally that cold. So there's a part of me that is super nurturing, very giving, and there's another part of me that would not piss on you if you were on fire. And some people like to attribute that to me being a Gemini, but overall, it's literally my life that made me kind of that way. Which is why if you're a sub and you do some kind of shit to really fuck up, I'm not gonna cry and bitch at you. I'm not going to leave you this big long, like, making you feel sorry for me bullshit, or scolding you because maybe you did it to get my negative attention. I'm just gonna fucking block you. And if I don't block you and, like, say you're, like, trying to apologize or what the fuck ever, the only way that I would ever forgive someone like that is if they compensated me for my time, but they would never ever be my sub again. Ever. Fucking ever. Because once that trust is broken, it's fucking gone. So, yeah. But anyway. That's where it came from, Lou. All me. Not made up. All me. And all of my complicated, very rough, gory glory. For better or worse. It was life. Life gave me that name. There was some crazy shit happen. Like some crazy shit. I'm glad you do, Grim. You're one of, like I said, I'm going to tell you right now, there are a couple subs that come to me that need guidance and they need help and they just need so fucking much. And I tell them in the beginning and I stress the importance because I already see what's going to happen before they do it. I do. But I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and try to help them grow and develop into a better person. So I give them the benefit of the doubt for the slightest moment, and then they fuck up. And I'm like, I'm done. And they're like, well, I'm new to this and I just need help. I just need guidance, whatever. And I'm like, well, I told you the stipulations to begin with and you fucked it up. So I'm not okay with that. And there were very few people that I gave second chances to, but those that I did give a second chance to, they literally had to fucking pay with a lot more than fucking money to just get my forgiveness. Of course, they were never ever my sub again, ever. And I don't talk to them, but I forgave them, not for them, but for me. But I made them pay for it anyway, because I mean, if I'm going to forgive you, you're going to fucking pay me, period. But because ultimately I'm a findom, okay? I not only get off and get excited on being able to have control in the situation, so much so that you want to earn for me, for my lifestyle. So yeah, for me to get that small rush of endorphins for them being a complete shitbag, yeah, I demand it. So that doesn't mean that they get my time anymore, though, because I don't do that. I'm not the person that's going to allow you to be a toxic fucking asshole and get away with shit. And I'm not going to let you buy me because I can't be bought. That's why my relationships are real. You're welcome, Lou. You're welcome. The party is small tonight, and I'm not complaining. I have two really good boys that I'm really enjoying. Tell me something. Tell me something. Talk to me. But yeah, it's a wild life out there. You know, everybody has reasons for doing and saying and being who the fuck they are. And instead of me being like, oh, poor me, I have this horrendous past. I have, I've been abused since I was 3 and I had all these abusive fucks in my life. And, let me just list, sexually, mentally, verbally, physically abused. Like, I'm not somebody that's going to let that shit control me. So I took all of the pain that I experienced over my lifetime and I turned it into something positive. Referred to as the Queen City. I did not know that, Grim. Wait a minute, I did know that. But I just learned that several months ago, which is why I forgot. So I didn't know that. And I was doing some kind of research for something. And I was actually talking to my kids about it. And I was like, guys, here's a really cool fact. I was like, you know how we go to Ohio? I was like, well, it looks like it could be named nickname. That's what I don't know if you guys call them nicknames. Nickname the Queen City. And they were like, really? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, Mom, that city's made for you. So I thought it was cute. But I completely forgot about it until you said that. I don't remember where I seen that though. I was doing some kind of research for the Cincinnati area. It had to be online with something. Hi Ralph, how are you? I have to pee again. But I've been on here almost an hour and a half and I haven't got violently ill, so I think I'm starting to at least feel a little bit better. And Lou, in a relationship, both parties should be working for the betterment of the family. Both parties should be working hard, putting forth like development, growth, amazing foundations. Both parties should be working toward it. Not just the man, not just the woman, or if you're in a relationship with a same-sex woman, man, whatever, trans, I don't give a fuck, non-binary, I don't give a fuck. Everybody in the relationship should be working at it. It shouldn't be more on one person or more on the other person. And some days you're going to have to overcompensate for this person that you're with. Some days they're not going to be 100%. Some days you're going to have to put forth effort. You're going to have to be 150 to make up for the 50% that they're not. But in a relationship, that's how it has to work. It has to be a fucking team. If it's not a fucking team, you're not there for the right reasons. And it doesn't matter if it's a sub relationship, like a sub-dom relationship or just a civvy relationship. Maybe it's your girlfriend, maybe it's your boyfriend, maybe it's your wife. I don't give a fuck. Maybe you got multiple wives, maybe you got multiple husbands. The point is, it is a team effort. And you can't do shit all on your own. If you're always doing everything on your own, it's not going to develop the way it needs to, and you're not going to have what you need to flourish. And the person that is not putting forth the fucking effort, the one that's just kind of there, they need to learn how to grow through whatever the fuck they're going through to be able to provide for their family, to be able to provide for their team. Yes, that's exactly right, Grim. That's exactly right. Whether it's a professional relationship or a private relationship, it doesn't matter. Your personal relationships at home, whether it's a friend or a family member or a mate or whatever. relationships require effort. Any kind of relationship, I don't care what kind it is, relationships require effort. And if you don't put in the fucking effort, that relationship is going to ultimately fall to its demise because the fucking foundation was not properly built and it was not maintained. Hi, Jay. Hi, Dennis. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know. I don't speak whatever that is. Is that Russian? Are you Russian? Hi, Blue. Thanks for the follow. Yes, you do, Ralph. You are so good at I Spy whenever you can see all of me. Whenever you can only see, like, my torso up, though, you're extremely bad at it, Ralph. But how you doing tonight, Jay? Are you still working late shift? I got something in my eyelash. But that's why I respect all positions, all dynamics of relationships, because I know what it takes to make them work. Of course you were, Ralph. You were looking at my dimples, weren't you? I'm a sucker for dimples too. Now, Grim, I don't quite believe that. Where is your hair? Well, it depends on what hair you're talking about. If you're talking about the hair on my head, it's put up. That's a rather weird question, Dennis. You know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsomer. It's still stuck in my head. It's still playing in my head. I'll have you know I'm not torturing you by saying it over and over, but it's playing in my head over and over. And I see Russ in my head. Oh, shit. Oh. I've been chatting with you guys for an hour and a half. Oh, I had a winner on Twitter. Did you guys know that? Do you follow me on Twitter? Bum, ba bum, ba bum, bum bum. Where am I from? I am from the land of corporate greed. I bet you know what that is. Don't you? Yes, Grim. So, the United States of America, and I'm in the stick portion. Yeah. You know, Kentucky is a border state. It's neither southern nor northern, but most people consider it a southern state. So, by a lot, especially the northern people, by a lot of their standards, I'm a Southern belle. I'm not a Southern belle. I'm a country motherfucker, but I'm not a Southern belle. Southern belles are like fucking Alabama. Like, come on. I have never been to Russia. I don't know anything about Russia, really. I did have a guy that came to Trovo from... Yes, Grim. I did have a guy that come from Trovo that was Russian, and he was supposed to help me with, like, learning to speak Russian. But Frost gets fucked up, and he spends his time with liquor and women and doesn't come see me anymore for months, and then just pops in and talks to me and then just leaves. So, no, I don't know Russian. I wish I did know Russian. I want to learn so many languages. I think I want to learn Spanish first because I kind of know some words and phrases. But I also want to learn my native tongue because I don't know it. I was not fortunate enough to grow up around anyone that knew how to speak my native tongue. Other than English, come on. But and like no one, it's literally a dead language. Cherokee's a dead language. Well, it's dying. It's almost dead. It's not completely dead, but it's dying because no one speaks it anymore. Yeah, Grim. His name is Frosterus. Dennis, I have seen that it is quite difficult, which is another reason why I didn't try to do it on my own, because I need to converse with someone. You know what I mean? I need hands-on practice whenever I'm learning something new. I'm more of a show me kind of person. I have to have tangible shit. Tangible shit in that instance includes conversations, you know. And who am I going to speak to around here with Russian? There's nobody in fucking Kentucky that speaks Russian. The majority of the United States don't speak Russian. Like, come on. Nobody speaks Russian here. So, yeah. No, I don't know anything Russian. I don't. I wish I did. But no, sadly I don't. It is cool that you can speak 2 languages, though, Dennis. Because most people can't. So it's cool that you can. Fun fact, the only thing that came from or around Donald Trump that I was impressed with was his wife. Because she can speak 7 fucking languages. She's a very, very intelligent ex-model. And I'm going to tell you, the woman just fucking is intelligent. She's gorgeous. She deserves much better than fucking Trump. I'll tell you that. Practice makes perfect. Well, actually, perfect practice makes perfect. Because if you practice something wrong, then it's not going to be what it needs to be. So, part of that's right. Go to Pigeon Forge. What about why? There are not Russians in Pigeon Forge, are there? I've never seen a Russian in Pigeon Forge. They have a restaurant? Is that what you're talking about? I can go talk to them in a restaurant? I've never spoke to someone that speaks Russian, like in a conversation that wasn't text. So, yeah. Why am I going to Pigeon Forge, Grim? Joe, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Whew. Your English is not bad, Dennis. I can literally understand what you're saying. What? Where, Grim? I have not seen this. I have not seen this. I need to know where you're talking about. So, Dennis, a lot of people, whenever they speak English from other languages, they well, at least you can reply and say that though. I'm my brain is kind of everywhere, so I'm speaking a little fast. But to be fair, I usually speak pretty fast. My brain runs fast. Well, I don't think I ever met someone Russian while I was there, and I was there several times, which makes me be like, where are they? I want to speak to them. Well, I guess speak at them because they're not going to understand me. I'm sure as well. I guess they could understand me more than I would understand them because I'm not going to understand anything they say. Yes, Dennis, my brain works very fast. It's too fast sometimes. That's why sometimes I have to repeat myself, and sometimes words don't come out of my mouth as fast as they're going through my head. So it's almost like I stutter, but I don't stutter. I just kind of trip over words sometimes. So yeah, it gets a little wild in there. Gets a little wild. But my crazy brain is part of who I am. So, yes, Lou. Ooh, I drove by the Corvette Museum whenever I came back home from Texas. I love Corvettes. They're my favorite. I didn't stop, which made me sad. I wanted to stop, but it was a terrible trip because there was a giant explosion from one of those big fuel tank carriers, and it caused a detour of over 4 hours. And that was with me changing course multiple times to get back on the road, not with me waiting until they got it cleaned up. So, yeah. There was a 4 hour delay, and it caused me to be on the road for 20 fucking hours. So by the time and I drove the whole way, I didn't stop. So by the time it was like the next morning and I was driving by the Corvette Museum, I was like, I really want to stop, but I'm not stopping because I'm too fucking tired. I just want to get home. So I didn't stop. But I wanted to, especially since, yeah. Did you like it, Grim? So I'll let you know whenever there was the big fucking pits, whenever the Corvettes literally fell into those giant sinkholes, my heart was hurt. I was so sad. Like, so sad. Like, why do this to the Corvette Museum? Why does it have to be to a Corvette? But of course, I love Corvettes. So I'm very biased. And I will tell you straight up that I'm very biased. I do not try to hide it. Nice. I have a Corvette that does not run. I've owned 3 Corvettes in my lifetime. The only one that I have now doesn't run. It's been parked for holy shit. Like 15 years. It's been parked for maybe longer than that. I'm going to say around 15 because 15 years ago I replaced the wiring harness in it because mice chewed up the wiring harness. No, it's been 14 years. Yeah. And then after they chewed up the wiring harness in it, I had to, like, it ran for a little while and I was doing other shit. And they ended up chewing the wiring up again. And I mean, I didn't have the money. I was a kid. I didn't have the money to fix that shit up. So it literally just sat. And then I had one of the dogs that was on the farm that come up and tried to get like mice out of it that was like hiding in the wheel well, and it chewed the fucking fiberglass up right over the wheel well. So there's this giant fucking hole like as big as a dog's face chewed out in the side of it. So yeah, it's literally still sitting at the farm. And yeah, I really wish I could get everything redone on it, but I don't have the time, the effort, or the fucking money to, because I have 2 other cars that are fucking money pits, and it seems like that's all I ever get. I never have a good running car ever. I always have fucking issues. And one day that's not going to be the case, but for now, it's been my entire fucking life. I literally can't get a decent car. Every car I get fucks up on me so bad. And I end up throwing money into it like a black hole, and it just continues to be shitty. The Corvette that I have at the farm, it is a black 1984 Corvette coupe. Leather interior. A lot of the leather is kind of ruined by the sun, though. All the upholstery needs redone. And, of course, the wiring harness that got fucked up many years ago that I never repaired. It's just like a fucking trophy, I guess, just sitting at the farm. But, yeah. That was my dream car since I was 12. Yeah. And I've been very into Corvettes since I was I guess between 11 and 12 is whenever it really started like hitting for me. But I love Corvettes. Like, love them. Like, you know, whenever people talk about a car fetish, yeah, that's it for me. Corvettes are it for me. And like, it don't even have to be some kind of fucking like giant expensive ass motherfucking. It does, Grim. Like, it needs everything. It's literally just a fucking paperweight. But my dad gave it to me whenever I was really young. He okay, so it was originally bought for my mother, and excuse me. It was originally bought for my mother as a Valentine's present for her, and I fell in love with it. Like, my mother enjoyed the car, but I fell in love with the car. And my dad ended up getting her another car and gave the Corvette to me. Oh yes, Grim. They are they are by far my favorite. Sounds like fun, Lou. I will show you a picture of my. Hold on. I'm trying to find a picture of the first Corvette that made me like fucking. So I went to a car show when I was 18 years old, and I will have you know I had a passion for Corvettes far before this. But well, I can't find one exactly like the one that was there. But I will show you this one because it's very fucking close. Let me see if I can find another one that's closer. Yes, Graham, I do. So my family has always had fast cars and fast bikes. My grandpa used to be a driver. He started out driving at 16, had a huge passion for anything fast. And he used to race for money at 16. As he got older, he wanted to go faster. He needed to go faster. It's just in his blood. And he kind of slowed down whenever he got older. He was in his 50s and he had a motorcycle wreck that crippled him up. He almost died. And he doesn't drive motorcycles like he used to. He literally just goes and starts it up to make sure it's running properly and everything. But he still has a passion for fast cars. So I kind of guess it's just been in my blood, because as far back as I've known him, he's always been into fast shit, always. But whenever I was younger, growing up in Kentucky, it was one of those things where they didn't allow girls. It's not your place. So I wasn't ever allowed to do any of the really cool shit with going to car shows with them, or going to bike shows, or going to the drag strip and all the fun shit. And I'm going to tell you, that's one of the reasons I was telling you earlier that I had such an issue with men growing up, because I never got to enjoy anything in life. So whenever I turned 18 and started doing shit on my own, I was like, I'm going to go to every fucking car show I want to go to. I'm going to go to fucking wherever the fuck I want. Give me that fast shit. So it was like part of me that was denied, because Kentucky's rather traditional and shitty. But yes, I love cars and motorcycles. My dad always had a thing for Harleys. Always fucking loved Harleys, because he got it from my grandpa, I guess. Hi, Blaze. My grandpa liked Harleys, but Harleys just weren't, I guess they weren't his favorite. My dad fucking loves Harleys, though. Like the Fat Boys, the fucking Cruisers. Like, he always liked fucking wide-ass motherfucking boats. How are you, Blaze? Oh yeah, I was finding a car. Okay, back to it. I'm trying to find one as close to the body type that I can. Um, so it was a 2009 Z06. Ooh, okay. Finally found one very, very similar. Ooh, mm. Do you see that? Now, this is the first car that made me feel like I needed to pick my ovaries up off of the ground. Now, the car that was at the car show that I went to had lighting, like a ton of lighting. Thanks, Cam, for the follow. Had like a ton of lighting, special effects. And it was nice as hell. Nice as hell. Yeah. Well, yeah, that's exactly what it was, Grim. My dad was more of the cruiser when it came to Harleys. Now, my dad was a racer too. He used to race rails, and him and my grandpa, let me tell you, the money that they put in that shit, holy fuck. But I'm gonna tell you, those motors were powerful as fuck. You could hear them fucking miles and miles and miles away. You start that fucking motor up and the whole garage, like, you can't hear shit. It's so loud. Super, super powerful. But yeah. My grandpa and dad were both fucking fast. Nice. I hope your dinner and stuff went well. Yeah, Blaze. I definitely love me a good vet. Yeah, Grim. I don't blame you. Um I'm going to tell you that I've always liked going fast, but I am far too much of a control freak, and I had far too much happen to my family in vehicles and on bikes for me to give in and I guess push all of that fucking, because my brain always does what if. What if? And I'm going to tell you right now, I have too much that I have to provide for my kids for those what ifs. So I don't feed that side. Now, whenever I was a kid, fuck yeah, I did. I'm going to tell you, anything I got on, I literally would see how fast I could make it go. Starting out at 8 years old, when I started driving four-wheelers. I learned how to drive a four-wheeler whenever I was 8 years old. Anybody that doesn't know what a four-wheeler is, it's a quad. We just call them four-wheelers here. So I started learning how to drive when I was 8 by myself. My cousin actually was one helping me. Yeah, Grim. So I learned how to drive when I was 8, and then I just got a taste for fucking. You really can't. You really can't describe it. It's a rush, and it will consume you. You're a hot rod guy? Well, I'm going to tell you, I appreciate all fucking sexy ass motherfucking cars and bikes, but nothing is going to excite me like a fucking Corvette. I don't care how fucking expensive a car is. I don't care how much fucking shit it can do. Corvettes will always be better to me. And it doesn't matter if the Corvette's fucking paint job is chipped up or if it's got some kind of fucking damage or some shit. I'm still going to pick the Corvette over this other shit. And that's my individual preference because I literally, like, Corvettes are it for me. I'm going to tell you right now, my grandpa has a Stingray in his garage. To this day, I drool over that car. And I really don't know how to describe it. Well, Grim knows what I'm talking about because he has something that's very similar. I'm sure many of you kind of have something that you're interested in, but this isn't just an interest. It's not like something that's an additive. It's not like icing, okay? This is the fucking cake. The cake. Like, it. Yes, Lou, they are. Speaking of, there was a rat rod at the last car show I went to. It was out of place, but it was cool. But yeah. Corvettes are my cake. And then, like, all of the extra shit that you sprinkle on it, that's the icing. But you got to have the cake to have icing. You know what I mean? So yeah. Corvettes are it. And one day I will have my paperweight in working order whenever I'm not completely fucking swamped by all kinds of bullshit vehicles that are black holes in life that is utterly exhausting. I will have my paperweight running properly, and I will share photos with you guys whenever it's in working order. Nice, Grim. How'd you score that? So have you guys seen that a lot of people are reworking the way that the evolution of cars because of the emissions and all the protocols and all this other stuff? So they're literally looking at alternatives like electric cars for supercars. Like, you can't take a muscle car and turn it into an electric car. It's not going to work. Like, it could look cool, it could look cool, but it's not going to have that power. And I'm going to tell you, that's one of the biggest things for me. Whenever I get in that bitch and I can feel the motor vibrating the entire fucking car. Hear that drooling? Yeah. Because that's part of it for me. I need to feel the motor. Nice. That is pretty awesome, Grim. My nose is all itchy. That is pretty awesome. I have to feel the vibrations, Grim. I have to feel it. Like, I need to hear that motor purring for me. I need to feel it under me. I need to feel it around me. I need to feel engulfed. And electric just doesn't do that. Like, I need my shit purring like a kitten. Because I'm telling you, if my shit's purring like a kitten, I'm going to be fucking purring like a kitten. And electric just don't do that. I have to feel the power. So, yeah. Yeah, Lou, I'm right there too. Like, just the way it sounds. Like, it would be different if, I guess, speed was the only factor for me. That could be different, I guess. But, yeah. But I need more. I need more. I'm a complicated kind of person, Grim. I need the sound too. I like my bitches purring. That makes me happy, among other things. That Durango you sent me, though, that picture of that Durango was fucking... That was slick as hell. That was fucking slick as hell. Yeah, Blaze. That's the thing about it. Like, I have to feel that power. I need to feel it. Give me the power. I need it all. Oh, I know you do, Grim. You know, it has been so long since I rode on a motorcycle. That was fucking slick as hell. I'm going to tell you right now, I'd drive the fuck out of that. I'd drive the fuck out of that. So I haven't been on a motorcycle in like 8 years, 7 years. 7 or 8. One of those. It's been a long time. It's been too long, actually. I want to get me a motorcycle, but I can't do that because I consistently have issues with cars. So, yeah. All my money goes to ridiculous cars that are always dying. Maybe I need a sub that owns a car dealership, so whenever I have a car that's fucked up, they can just give me a new one. I agree, Grim. I agree. And I'm going to tell you, I haven't been on one in 7 or 8 years, not because I haven't had the opportunity, but because I don't trust people. So most people, especially males, they want something from you. And I'm not the person that is like, oh yeah, let me, trade. No, bitch. I'm not trying to trade. Yeah. Well, growing up with bikes all around with my grandpa and my dad, I definitely know. My grandpa had so many fucking bikes. I think the only bike he never really had an issue with was his old Honda. Yeah, Lou? Did it just scare the fuck out of you? Is that what happened? So the last time I was on a bike, I was riding with my ex-husband, and it was a terrible fucking experience. I was always skeptical about riding with him anyway because he's a fucking asshole that does stupid shit. Like, he didn't mind rolling his shit or fucking shit up. And I have kids to support, so I can't be doing stupid shit. And he was the type to do stupid shit. So, let's do this and see if we wreck. Like, that's his mindset. So, yeah. And it was a really, really bad situation. So bad, in fact, I stopped riding myself for a long time. So I haven't drove anything in so long, I probably forgot how to drive one. I'm gonna be real with you. It's been a long ass time. Because mentally it's just kind of like, I hit that point where it's, well, this could be an issue. So yeah, I just kind of walked away from riding or driving bikes. I know, Grim. Oh my goodness. So Hondas were like, that was the only thing consistently that I seen that didn't have a shit ton of issues, being around quads and bikes my whole life. I definitely highly suggest Honda for anyone that wants to buy anything, because, well, when it comes to those, because they literally last forever. My grandpa had not my grandpa, the one that wrecked the bike, my other grandpa, the one that died from COVID pneumonia. He had a Honda that, I shit you not, he had since I was a fucking infant. And it still ran. It still worked perfectly. And it was better than any of the other new shit that he had. Like, it ran on and on and on. Yeah, it is, Lou, but there are also some very reckless cyclists out there that weave in and out of traffic and do stupid shit. And it's very dangerous. Very dangerous. So I keep an eye out, and I definitely accommodate cyclists, but at the same time, there's a lot of people out there that really need to fucking be more present and stop doing stupid shit. It's annoying. It's annoying. So yeah, that's where I stand on it. I think it's a give and take. So yes, people need to be more aware of the cyclists, but there are a lot of them that are pretty shitty when it comes to driving too. Now, one of my biggest pet peeves for people not accommodating cyclists is how many people cut their grass and leave the fucking clippings in the road. That is the stupidest fucking shit. So help me. I kid you not. Every time I drive by somebody that's doing that shit, I want to call the cops. Like, every fucking time. Because that shit. Anyway, I'm not going to get in a big rant over that because I fucking will. It gets on my nerves so bad. So bad. It's so fucking dangerous. Anyway, that's my biggest issue with people not catering to cyclists, because, I mean, that's dangerous as hell. Dangerous as hell. On multiple levels, for not just people that are, riding motorcycles and shit, but like even fucking bicycles and even fucking cars if there's enough. And, especially if it's fucking slippery and shit, like, stop doing that. But yeah, huge pet peeve. But I'll stop talking about it because I will go on a fucking rant over that. Like, it's so fucking annoying. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you, Grim, a lot of shit up there is like fucking constant road construction and shit like that. And I feel like that's extremely dangerous. Like, there's no fucking way it takes them the amount of time and effort that they claim to need to put in fucking roads. Like, my grandpa, he literally helped make the roads in Kentucky. Like, he was the person that literally made the majority of the roads as they were being built for the first time ever. Because he started driving a truck at 16. That's how he afforded to, he was able to afford to be able to do all his racing shit, because he had to support his family. And yeah. And so he literally started driving at 16, like the big fucking trucks with all the fucking shit for all the roads. He would haul whatever they needed him to haul. Well, he literally was one of the first people to develop anything in the area. And a lot of the roads that were made in Kentucky had something to do with him. So that was really cool as a kid. He would, drive me around telling me about the roads and how many fucking trucks he had to drive to get this much of the road done. And, like, as a kid, that was always cool, because it's like, oh, this road wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my grandpa. So it was kind of cool. But, yeah. I've literally chatted y'all's head off tonight. Guess I'm just going to keep chatting. I do need to go work for at least a little bit. I liked our little party today. The individualized attention, so I can have very well-rounded conversations. I like it. We were supposed to do ASMR tonight. Yeah, you're learning that I'm a fucking crazy, very eccentric, very self-motivated, made person that has a hard time accepting no. My brain runs too fast. I'm utterly in love with Corvettes and plants. And you guys have learned a lot of shit. A lot of shit. Above all, I'm crazy and have very hard kinks and a few very out there kind of fetish in comparison to civvies and the general public. I know you do, Grim. I know you do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pee, because I've had to piss for like the last hour. We've been streaming for 2 hours and 15 minutes. What the fuck? Thank you, Lou. I'm very stubborn. Very stubborn. I'm extremely independent. It's actually very hard for me to even be able to like let some of the burden for responsibilities off on a mate, because I never really had someone that I could count on in my entire life, no matter what aspect it was, a friend, family, or a romantic relationship. So it's extremely hard for me to allow someone to take the things that I consider my responsibility or my burden, because I'm just so used to doing everything on my own. So yeah. And I'm going to tell you right now, if I ask you for help, that's not only extremely hard for me, but it's extremely rare. So I've literally only asked for help maybe once or twice my entire life. Like, that's how rare it is for me. Because I'm fucked up. But I've healed very well mentally and physically over the years. It's also why I went into the field I went into in college, because I like to be educated. I like to find out how and why. How and why. I want to know how it works. I want to know why it works that way. Especially the brain. The brain fucking gets me. Yeah. That's how I am, Lou. If you want something done right, you got to do it yourself. Because, you know. Five assistants later. And I'm not going to look for a sixth assistant to help me with shit, because I end up stressing more over having an assistant than I do the stress that I get from all the things that I have to do. Because then I have to worry about this other person and making sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing and checking on them to see if they need anything to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. And it's exhausting. It's stressful. It's annoying. It would be awesome if I had a mate or a sub that I could literally count on to do the shit I need done. But in all reality, it causes me more issues than it helps. So until I just meet someone that's like the material already there. Or if I make a shit ton of money and I just hire like some kind of corporate assistant. Which I don't want to do, because I'm going to tell you, I don't like corporates at all. I don't like any kind of fucking corporation or any that bullshit. Like, no, hell no. I don't like it. But anyway, my point is, I am not looking for an assistant because I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted from trying to resolve my exhaustion. So, yeah. I need another Gatorade. I'm probably going to spend like 15 or 20 more minutes with you guys, and then I'm probably going to get off and try to work a little. Yeah. Well, my biggest thing, Grim, is people don't understand the level of time and dedication it takes to run your own business. So whenever I give people these responsibilities and I try to teach them how to do things like I do them and try to give them the information that helps them be successful, it's just too much work. And I'm trying to explain this isn't too much work because it's only a quarter of the work that I do myself. But I can't be selfish and biased like that, because I can't expect somebody to be me. So I give them this caseload and it's just too heavy. It's just too heavy. So with it being too much for them, and then they end up having a lot of complications, it gets more exhausting for me, because then I have to clean up after them. Then it's no longer like they're my assistant. It's like I'm their assistant, and I don't have time for that. So it just hasn't worked out. Yes, extremely hard. Like, I wish that I could have another me. Yeah. Well, the only thing that I micromanage is if you're assisting me, some things like verbiage or grammar is very important. Like, if you are my assistant and you call something, like, if I give you a script, or if I let you be like free writing some shit and you have misspellings, or if you have some kind of fucked up grammar, or if you have, say, you call something that it's not, it's actually something else, and it makes me feel like I look stupid in that situation, I'm not okay with that. That's like instant termination for me, because I don't like somebody that. Now, if I make a fucking mistake on grammar, then that's fucking me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to tell you right now, that's the reason I fucking hate Twitter, because my phone has only a couple moods, okay? My phone has horny, happy, angry. So my phone has literally 3 fucking moods, and it will autocorrect shit and misspell shit, and then I'll have to go back and change it. So my biggest complaint is like platforms that don't allow you to edit, or some kind of other like limited bullshit where there's only a limited amount of text, whatever. I have an issue with that, but I deal with it because I still need that platform at the time for getting my shit out there. So I feel like if it's my job to assist somebody, though, I'm going to go back and make sure I look at it in depth to make sure it's exactly what it's supposed to be. So for somebody, for it to be their job to make sure I get my point across, or make sure something is a certain way, it should be that certain way, right? Like, it shouldn't be almost that, because this person is getting paid for this, okay? It's not like, oh, well, just do whatever you want because you're just here of your own free will, and you're not getting paid, so there's no expectation. Like, the only way I'm going to let somebody have access to my accounts is if there's a high level of expectations. So if I give you the opportunity to assist me, then I have a level of expectation that I want met. And you making me feel like I'm stupid is not meeting that expectation. Like, I guess that's probably the only high maintenance expectations I have. Well, that and adult attention. Because I'm going to tell you, that's probably the only high maintenance, only thing in my life that I'm high maintenance about is don't make me look fucking stupid, do your job, and my adult time. I fucking need that shit. I don't know how anybody doesn't. Yes, Grim. Yes, it is. Yes. And I have expectations, like high ones, because my brand is, it sells itself. It has to sell itself. If it doesn't, then my shit could dry up, and it could cause a lot of financial issues, along with tainting my name. So I do have expectations, but I tell people that going in, like, I'm not shitty about it. I'm just like, these are my expectations and I need you to meet them. Yes, Lou, it is. But a lot of people don't like to put in that effort. And I understand that, not everybody is me. I do. But at the same time, if you're working for me, then you should put forth effort to try to understand a little bit. You know what I mean? Oh, and I'm thinking about some kind of body piercing, even though I really don't need one. I really want one. I want one. So I'm trying to decide what I want to pierce. Because as you guys know, I'm not going to be able to get piercings or tattoos for a very long time. And I just kind of need the fucking pain. I'm going to be real with you. It's therapeutic for me. So that slight prick gives me what I need. So yeah, I don't know what piercing I want though, because I've literally had almost everything pierced at some point. Grim, you better be careful. I may just take you up on that. But I have all of the equipment for my piercing. I just don't know what I want. So I have to decide what I want. Of course, I always do my own piercings. Well, not always. I'll take that back. My Christina, I did not do because I wanted it to be straight and perfect and not have any issues. And I actually had the mentor that I had a very long time ago do that piercing for me. And of course, I have my nipples pierced too. And I didn't do them because I wanted them to be perfect. Well, as perfect as you can get. We all know that, you know, with the body the way it is, there are imperfections everywhere. And you don't realize that anymore until you work so closely with the body like that. But yeah. But I'm not getting my nipples pierced again because they had trouble healing. It was terrible, extremely terrible. And it takes a very long time, even if they do heal. So yeah, no. But anyway, I thought about, because I've been wanting my tongue pierced now for many, many years, but I already have it pierced twice. So I don't know if I want to like make my mouth cluttered and get another one, or if I want to get another nostril piercing. I thought about a septum, but I went back and forth for the last 3 years. I never committed to a septum piercing. I keep thinking that I want to do another nostril, but I don't know. I wanted an eyebrow piercing since I was like 18 too, but I pluck my eyebrows and I feel like I would fuck it up by accident and like rip it out or something. So yeah. So I don't know what I want. But I'm still thinking about it. But I only have literally a few days left because I start my medication soon. I have to schedule for my tattoo as well. But whenever it's autumn, it's less hard to get in typically. So I was kind of waiting to the last minute because I still need a little bit of money to commit to it. Because I'm not the person that's just like, oh, let me get a tattoo and then not have the fucking money. So yeah. But there are several that I want. But I have to get at least one. Because I'm not going to be able to get a tattoo for a year. Can you imagine how fucking terrible that is to not be able to get a tattoo for an entire year? How do people live? Just kidding. Oh. Well, I'm going to go pee. We've been on here 2.5 hours now. 2.5 hours. That's a long time. That's probably the longest I streamed in a really long time, guys. I'm going to pee and get me another Gatorade, and I think we're going to do a cigarette. What are you guys going to do the rest of the night? I need to get caught up on my socials. I thought I was pretty caught up, and then I got to looking at my notifications, and I'm really not that caught up. So it was great. I have literally talked the entire time. I've talked your heads off. Like, I kid you not, I've talked the whole time. There wasn't even like any breaks. Like, it was a continuous conversation. The entire stream is fucking crazy. Okay, I'm gonna go potty. I'll be right back. Thanks, Lou. These are some of my favorites. These are my nighty shorts. Actually, this is my nighty outfit. My pajamas. Do you guys call them pajamas or PJs? What do you call them? Well, whenever I wear clothes, these are my pajamas. I'm going to go throw this away and I'll be right back. I have to get a Gatorade so that I'm not choking to death whenever I'm smoking in a minute. I'll be right back. Hi, Nathan. Hi, Michael. How are you? I found me a snack. My tummy's kind of feeling a little bit better, and I need to try to eat something. So we'll do that, and then where are my matches? Yeah, no, I'm fine, but the money makes me handsomer. Still. Ugh. How are you guys? How's everybody that just came in? Mm. Where you been, Michael? I was in Manchester today, Ralph, and I was so tempted to get pizza, but I didn't because I didn't want to die. I fought it really hard, though. I wanted Pizza Pro so bad. So fucking good. Oh my goodness. But of course, I ended up getting cross-contaminated food anyway, so I was like, man, I should have just got the fucking pizza. Don't forget to follow my links. I let you guys know when I go live on Discord, on Twitter, on Instagram, Snap. But I'm most active on Twitter and Discord. Did you guys see my new succulent photos and my new wildflower photos? I can't remember which platforms I posted them on. I think it was Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Maybe. Well, it would be better if I didn't, like, almost die. From food. I feel like food is my arch nemesis. You know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsomer. Why is that the only part that gets stuck in my head? It just won't leave me alone. I remember the first time I heard it. I know the money makes me handsomer. It's something about I'm the come up answer for her. And I was just like, that's some fucking nice wordplay. Like, and then of course, the female that comes in is talking about being pricey and shit. And I'm just like, yeah, I can identify with that. So I really enjoyed it the first time I listened to it. And then that was years ago. I don't even know how long that song has been out, but it was fucking years ago. But it's been stuck in my head lately. Because I've seen it on Facebook. I told you I was scrolling through. Yeah. You know I'm fine. Okay. Now I devoured that. Oh my goodness. I went to the store. I did the pickup thing at Walmart, right? And whenever I waited forever for them to bring my shit out, well, whenever they brought it out and they were loading my shit, there were two guys, and excuse me, the one guy was like talking about how, oh, excuse me, the one guy was talking about how somebody approached him, like talking about how they were going to break his bike and like tear his shit up because he fucked around with this guy's wife. And he's like, dude, she told me that she was single, that she was available and looking. Like, I didn't know that she was married. And the guy's like, well, you should have known. He's like, I don't know you, and I didn't know her before she approached me. How the fuck am I supposed to know this? He's like, I had that shit done to me. You know, my girl cheated. So I'm sorry that this happened to you, but like, it's not my fault. I didn't know any of it. Like, I thought this was a single woman that wanted to develop a relationship. And the guy's all like, well, I understand, but it's still shitty and you're still going to have to pay. Like, why do people do that? Like, if you're so fucking insecure and so fucking stupid that you want to look over your mate for being dishonest and a complete fucking shitbag to you, but you want another person to pay for it, an uninformed party that literally was not responsible, how the fuck are you okay with that? Why would you not take it up with a person that was dishonest and fucking cheated and was a lying sack of shit? Like, you confront the problem. There's no reason to attack this motherfucker. It wasn't like, there was force or some kind of coercion bullshit. Nah, this female was literally like, I want to be with you. And then come to find out she was not single. And the guy's like, oh, well, we have a family together. Well, then maybe you should talk to her about that, because there's something in your relationship that's unresolved, some kind of issues you have, and it has nothing to do with this fucking bystander. It's literally what's going on in your relationship. Like, you need to fix whatever's going on there, not shit on somebody else because your girlfriend or wife cheated on you. Like, it's so fucking stupid that they literally want to blame an outside party. Anyway, the guy apologized that he had this entire conversation with the other guy that he was working with, because he was just like so upset about it. And I'm like, listen, I was like, people do that shit all the time. I was like, it's okay. I'm not upset with you having a conversation like that. But I mean, it's so fucking common that people think it's normal. They want to beat the shit out of whoever it was that helped their partner cheat, instead of being like, oh, well, maybe I don't need to be with this person that's dishonest. That's a good song, Lou. Oh, don't get me started on that. That gets stuck in my head too. I'll have you guys listening to it. I think you freaky and I like you a lot. You know, if people confronted the problem and resolved the issues, there would be a lot less pent up anger and resentment and so many fucking issues. Like, people need to understand that it's not somebody else's fault that you have issues. Like, this outside person that has no control over your inner circle or your environment, this person on the outside has no fucking control over it. It's whatever's going on in your environment. Like, fix that. But then people would have to own up to, their own actions and responsibilities, and people don't like to do that. I have yogurt in between I don't even know how it got there. I literally had yogurt between my finger. What? Okay. Okay. It's that time. It's that time. It's that time. It's that time. I'm going to turn my ventilation on in my bathroom. Because it takes forever to get the scent out. I don't like smoking in the house because of the smell. But I'm also smoking for stream. So now I enjoy a match. I enjoy the striking. I enjoy the way it feels, the way it smells. So when I have the opportunity to, and I'm smoking, I would much rather use a match. But I also enjoy like sharing the ASMR with you guys. So. If you want them, Lou, you should definitely get them. Because we're getting a little quieter now. You know, whenever I was a kid, I snuck away. I stole my mother's cigarettes. And snuck away to smoke them. I was extremely young. And I ended up choking the life out of myself. I literally thought I was hacking up my lungs. And I had this tiny tent, like, you know, a kid's play tent. Well, in that play tent, I tried to hide my new secret. Well, after I almost died from choking from inhaling a cigarette, I thought maybe smoking isn't for me. So I would take the cigarettes out of the pack. And burn holes in the tent. So I ended up with all these little fucking holes in my tent. And I never attempted smoking again until I was 18. And I had never consistently smoked. And I've never been fond of smoking with the intent of like nicotine. Like the intent of using it to curb cravings or stay awake or lose weight. None of that ever appealed to me. I have one draw left. So I just never consistently smoked because I guess I really didn't have a reason for it. And my mom's been smoking since she was 8 years old, which is around the time I stole her shit. But I was a little older. But she had been smoking since she was 8 years old. My grandma used to let her go stay with my great-grandma. And she would always have my mother go down to the corner store and get cigarettes for her, because back then kids could buy cigarettes with a note. If you had a note, just with like a signed permission, basically, the corner store market would let a kid purchase cigarettes for you back then. And she would go down and buy cigarettes for my great grandma. And when she would get back, she would have my mom light her cigarettes for her. So my mom would literally put the cigarette in her mouth, light it up, take a few puffs, making sure that it's burning, and then hand it to my great grandma. So my mom literally started smoking at 8 years old. She would sneak and steal cigarettes from the pack. And she's quit twice in her life, but she always goes back to cigarettes. So whenever I was younger, for a very long time, I couldn't stand the thought of smoking at all because it would choke me to death. I wasn't able to breathe. It would literally fucking fuck my lungs up to be around secondhand smoke. Now, it's really weird because being around secondhand smoke and smoking yourself is different. I don't understand. Maybe it's the filter, maybe it's the difference of the filter, but secondhand smoke literally choked the life out of me. And I grew to despise smoking for a very long time because my mother would smoke in the vehicle, like close quarters. Like she would crack her window and shit, but I mean, I would still get choked the fuck out. She always smoked in the house. She still smokes in the house to this day. And my dad, he never smoked cigarettes, but he always smoked cigars. So I would get choked the fuck out by cigar smoke and cigarette smoke like all the time. So I kind of grew to hate smoking for a very long time. Excuse me. And then whenever I was 18 out on my own, I kind of, I guess, tried to dabble a little bit, and it never took. So I had several mates that smoked cigarettes like consistently, and I didn't like whenever they smoked in the vehicle or in like close quarters because it still choked me the fuck out. But one of them was just a complete fucking asshole and didn't care. You can guess which one. But I guess I had multiple really bad experiences with cigarettes and cigarette smoke and cigar smoke, any kind of smoke. So I didn't develop a real taste for it. The cigarettes that I have now do not have nicotine in them, and they're not regular smoking tobacco. I make my own cigarettes because this is the only kind that I can have that doesn't fuck with my lungs or fuck with my nose or something. So I found it to be quite compatible, which is why I can smoke now. But I also don't smoke every day. But I do love the fact that I found something that I can enjoy, that doesn't cause me some kind of added trauma and helps me kind of get past some of the trauma that I had when I was younger from cigarettes. I also got burnt quite a few times, like the cherry falling on you as a kid. Like that happened to me a lot, considering there was a lot of my family that smoked, especially my mom. I was around my mom like all the time, and she used to be a very bad chain smoker. So she smokes less now, but she still smokes daily. But yeah, that's my smoking story. that I shared with you for 30 minutes. I have all kinds of crazy stories. Some of them good, some of them not so good. That I did, Grim. That I did. Guess I was in a sharing mood. It's better than wanting to rip people's throats out mood. Wouldn't you agree? I was in that kind of mood earlier because of a dog that literally attacked me and Mazakine on my walk. So I guess I kind of needed to feel productive and not angry. So yeah. I'm super glad that all my good boys showed up tonight to keep me company. I needed that after today. Being sick and then fighting with a stupid fucking dog. Like, I literally was outside with Mazakine taking her to use the bathroom. And this male dog, so Mazakine is being brought into heat, and this male dog just would not leave us the fuck alone, and nobody had him on a leash. He was literally just out doing what the fuck ever. And I've actually called the dog catcher on 2 dogs in the area that people just keep letting out and they keep attacking us. But he literally attacked me and Mazakine, and he's just a fucking shitbag. So yeah, I was very negative right before stream because it literally happened like an hour before stream. Yeah, Lou. I love ASMR stuff. I actually have a book. Ooh, I can read some to you guys too, since I'm already way over my time anyway. So I have a really cool book that I bought. And it's called Unwind Your Mind: The Life-Changing Power of ASMR. So I literally started reading on it, and so far I kind of enjoy it. It's more right now of this writer that is explaining what ASMR is and the effects that it has on people. So right now it's not really into the calming effect or the results or anything. It's just kind of explaining it as a whole. I haven't gotten any farther yet, so I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it by the end, but I enjoy it so far. And maybe we can do some reading for stream. The chapter that I literally just started it, so this chapter 1, after the prologue, is literally titled, What is ASMR? And I'm literally just like 2 pages in. But maybe we can just read this together. But I could put you to sleep if I do that. I'm going to have a nighttime. This will be the nightcap for us. We'll have a nightcap. And I'll just read to you. A radical new approach to easing anxiety, improving sleep, and finding calm. Harness the healing power of sound. I'll think on it. Lou, it tells me you typed something, but I don't know what it is. Oh, it's populated now. That's a face. Be your nightcap, Lou. I'll put you to sleep. I really do need to go work for a few minutes before I attempt to sleep. Holy fuck. We have been live now for over 3 hours. 3 hours. That's some crazy shit, guys. That's some crazy shit. We did. I haven't streamed 3 hours in a really long time. Like, I used to stream for like 5 or 6 hours, but I haven't in a really long time. So, yeah, 3 hours takes the cake. Definitely takes the cake. Because here, the past probably year or so, I literally have only streamed for 1 to 2 hours. I usually don't get over 2.5, just because I have other stuff to do. But I'm going to tell you right now that it's been a long day and I've had a lot go on. So I guess I've just been procrastinating in a fucking potato. So, yeah. You guys kind of got stuck with me for 3 hours. But now I need to go work for a few minutes. Unfortunately, I haven't been as productive as I need to be today. So. You're welcome, Lou. And, well, I think everyone is fortunate to have my time too, Grim. I just say stuck as an endearing term. I do miss doing ASMR. And I do want to bring it back to the stream now that I'm kind of feeling better. Which I told you guys that the other day. And yesterday I had told you that I really wanted to do an ASMR stream tonight, but I ended up getting sick. And I'm going to tell you, whenever I first started stream, I was in a very bad mood. I was trying to be positive and productive, but I was in a very bad mood. So you guys kind of turned that around and we ended up having some ASMR anyway. So, but yeah. we will be doing something tomorrow too. I don't know exactly what we'll be doing, but we will be doing something. For now, though, I do have to go work a few minutes because it's been another terrible fucking month, and part of that is because of class, and the other part is because less money in circulation and all the shits. But anyway, I have to stay consistent on all my platforms, so I got to go be consistent over there. But I will see you guys tomorrow. And I really enjoyed that everybody came to hang out with me tonight. Also, I'm probably going to add some more stuff to my wish list for ASMR. So for us to do more ASMR stuff, you guys can get it off my wish list and we can just have chill ASMR streams. I need some more of that, okay? I need some more relaxing in my life. So, and you get to be a part of something bigger than yourself. You get to come chill with me and enjoy all of the amazingness that comes with it. Again, nightcap. I'll be your nightcap. I'll help you relax before bed. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember, stay fucking hydrated, okay? You guys have an amazing night. And don't forget, stay frosty. Good night, guys.